So, what if I told you that the secret to stronger bones and happier joints isn't in some expensive bottle, but it's actually hiding in your kitchen pantry right now? Today, we are going to open up that pantry and turn it into your own personal pharmacy. We're going to find some powerful natural remedies you probably already have on your shelves. Let's dive in.
You know that feeling? You wake up, swing your legs out of bed, and the moment your feet hit the floor, you hear it, that crack crack sound from your knees. It's so easy to just brush it off as, oh, I'm just getting older. But you really shouldn't. Those sounds, they're not just random noises. They're a message.
And this is exactly why you need to listen. That cracking sound is, and I love this description, your body's danger siren. It's basically screaming at you that the natural lubrication, the grease that keeps your bones from grinding against each other, is running low. And if you ignore that siren today, well, you might find your body just refuses to cooperate tomorrow.
Okay, so before we start grabbing things from the pantry, we first have to understand what that danger siren is actually warning us about. What is really going on inside our joints?
Now look, it's really easy to just blame age for all our aches and pains, right? But that's not the whole story, not by a long shot. There are actually 3 specific enemies that are actively working against our joints, and it doesn't matter how old you are. So here they are, the 3 culprits. First, you've got a deficiency in calcium and vitamin D, the basic building blocks. Second, your collagen levels are dropping, and that's the stuff that makes up the cushion in your joints. And third, there's chronic inflammation, which is basically like a small fire that's always burning in your joints.
And what are these 3 enemies attacking? They're going after this stuff, the synovial fluid. I want you to think of it like the motor oil for your body. When that oil is topped up, you can move, jump, run, you don't even think about it. But when it gets low, that's when bone starts grinding on bone. And that's exactly where that pain and that cracking sound comes from.
But here is the really good news. We can absolutely fight back against all 3 of those enemies. So let's talk about 6 incredible ingredients that can help you start refilling that precious joint fluid.
First up, the tiny, but oh so mighty, sesame seed. Seriously, do not let its size fool you for a second. The power packed into these little things can be even more potent than a lot of those expensive supplements you see.
In fact, check this out. Just 1 single spoonful of sesame seeds can have more calcium than a standard calcium pill. And, this is the important part, it's in a form that your body can actually absorb and use much, much more easily.
But here is the absolute key. You have to prepare them the right way. Just eating them raw won't do much. You have to lightly roast them in a pan. As soon as you hear them start to pop, you know their natural oils are activated. Then just take 1 spoonful and chew it really well every single day. That's it.
All right, next up, fox nuts, or as you might know them, macana. These things are a total powerhouse because they have the perfect 1-2 punch of calcium and magnesium. And you need both because magnesium is like the key that unlocks the door to your bones so the calcium can get inside.
And preparing them couldn't be simpler. You just lightly roast a handful in a little bit of ghee, and there you have it, a perfect daily snack. And that simple snack is directly helping to rebuild the cushiony cartilage between your joints.
Okay, now if inflammation is your biggest enemy, if that's what's causing all the pain, then flax seeds are about to become your best friend. They are just jam-packed with omega-3s, which are basically nature's most powerful firefighters. Now, pay close attention here, because just like the sesame seeds, you have to roast flax seeds. Never ever eat them raw, and you want to limit yourself to about 2 spoonfuls a day. That simple dose literally absorbs the inflammation in your joints like a sponge soaks up water. It can help silence that cracking sound for good.
Our 4th ingredient is something a lot of us just throw away, pumpkin seeds. But they're a total treasure trove of zinc and copper. And those 2 minerals are absolutely essential for protecting your bone structure and keeping it from getting brittle.
You know, our bones don't just need minerals, they need support. And that's where roasted gram, or chana, comes in. It's a cheap and powerful way to get protein, which strengthens the muscles all around your joints. Think about it. Stronger muscles mean less pressure on your aching knees, and less pressure means the pain can finally start to fade.
And that brings us to our final, and maybe the most forgotten, ingredient of all, poppy seeds. See, most people focus on what they eat during the day, but they completely forget that the real healing that happens when we sleep. Deep, restorative sleep is when your body finally gets a chance to repair itself.
So here's how you can tap into that. Before you go to bed, just mix about half a spoonful of poppy seeds into a glass of warm milk, maybe with a little pinch of cinnamon. This simple drink helps calm your mind, letting your body slip into that deep healing state, so you can wake up with less stiffness and less pain.
Okay, so those 6 ingredients are all working their magic from the inside out. But what about right now? What about the pain and swelling you're feeling this very minute? Well, for that, we've got a quick and super effective paste you can apply on the outside.
It's a really simple recipe with just 3 things. You mix some turmeric, some ginger powder, and a little sesame oil. Gently warm it up, rub it on the painful joint before bed, and then just wrap it with a cloth. The turmeric and ginger help pull out the swelling, and that sesame oil provides this wonderful soothing warmth.
So we have 6 amazing internal remedies and 1 for the outside. But you know, none of this works if you only do it once. The final and most important ingredient is consistency. This is all about creating a new habit.
So here's the challenge. Just 21 days. For the next 3 weeks, commit to bringing these simple, natural foods into your daily routine. If you can stick with it, I promise you will feel a real, tangible difference in your strength and mobility, whether you're climbing stairs or just getting up from a chair.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? We're always looking for some complicated, expensive fix in a pill bottle. But what if the real key to feeling strong and living without pain has been right there, waiting patiently in your kitchen this whole time?